Welcome to Farmer's Guide on O.O.K Farms Radio TV. My name is Eniyan Pale, but no stress. Call me Sakadeli. Sakadeli. In case you're wondering, is it Sakadeli or is it psychedelic? Now, Sakadeli guys, welcome to Farmer's Guide and shout out to Olu for handling, things, making things run smoothly. Farmer's Guide today, we'll be talking about handling safely agricultural chemical. The safe handling of agricultural chemical. Like I always say on OK Farms Radio TV, that education is very important. When you are trying to venture into agriculture, make sure to have knowledge of everything you would be needing, okay? Whether basics, whether advanced classes, just to make sure that you have education. One of the days would it be like farmers are uneducated people. Farmers are academic. Do I look uneducated? No, please. So please, you really need education, and that would be explained as the program progresses today. God is where we talk about everything agriculture, how to safeguard yourself, your land, and your crops, of course. And of course, you come first because without you, there will be no crops. Farmers, whether in small or large scale agriculture, often rely on chemicals to protect their crops from pests and diseases. The safe use of these chemicals is very important for the well being of the farmers, for the environment, and the food we all depend on, if you know what I mean. So, what we'll be talking about today on Farmer's Guide is the safe handling of agricultural chemicals. The very first step I will mention of today is for you to read the label. Read the label of whatever chemical you are buying because it's very important. Take for instance, there's some chemicals that are for home use that you cannot apply with another chemical. But this particular one that is a bleaching agent that you use in cleaning, beg your pardon, the toilet seats, the toilet bowls, and some other parts of your house. And it said that you shouldn't mix it with other chemicals. Now imagine if we have this kind of chemicals in the house. Imagine what kind of chemicals that will be used on the farmland. So it's very important for you to read the label, read the products because they usually come with a label. Some would even come with a manual on how to use it and the do's and the don'ts. So it's very important for you to be able to read or have someone around you who can read this and the person has your interest at heart. So if this person is saying, oh, please help me read this label, and this person be like, you cannot apply it while you're on the farmland. You cannot apply it a day to when you want to work on your farmland or 2 days. However, the label reads. So it's important for you to read the label just before you go on applying it, spraying it just like you like it. Remember that innovations pops up from time to time. 1 minute you're using a chemical that says use 10 milligrams. The next minute you're using a chemical, the same chemical saying do not use more than maybe a pinch or, ounce. So you really need to be very sure of what you're doing. Once you need to read read the chemical product as a label with important information. So take your time to read and understand it. This label is your guide to safe and effective chemical use. If you cannot read, kindly give it to someone that can, and the person can assist you. Another thing is to use your protector. Do not say, "Oh, I've been using this particular chemical for a very long time." You don't know the end result of it. If you keep using it with your bare hands, you keep using it without protecting yourself, little by little, don't they say a drop of water make a mighty ocean? Sometimes you might not just know the end result of the damage on you. So when you're out in the field, experience where they might care the gloves, the goggles, the mask, the overalls, protecting us. Because if you're not there on the farm, we would not get into the blueprint first in everything. So this personal protective equipment is your shield against potential harm. So make sure that you're protecting yourself. It is very important. Another one is for you to follow the ratio. When mixing chemicals, follow the recommended ratios and use clean containers. Never mix chemicals unless the product label specifically permits it. If you're mixing psychedelic chemical and Any yarn family is chemical. Be sure that psychedelic chemical and any yarn chemical can sit together. That's an example. I don't make no chemicals. I'm just saying. Do you get it? Okay, so make sure that these chemicals can sit together. Make sure that you're not using overboard. Make sure that you're not using overboard, beg your pardon. And make sure that it's the right chemical that can actually quench and do a good response. To sit back on, I know that you're enjoying every bit of this. And if you're just tuning in, it is OK Farms Radio TV. We're talking about the safe handling of agricultural chemicals. I'll be right back.
The existence and survival of the human race is solely dependent on agriculture. O.O.K. Farms is the hub designed to cater for all your agricultural needs. We breathe agriculture.
Watch our join our multi-purpose farmers cooperative society. We are keen on our members' success. At O.O.K. Farms, we provide the right agro insurance.
At O.O.K. Farms, we render services such as contract farming, commodity branding and export, as well as sales and lease of farmlands. Our Agribusiness Academy is tailored towards equipping you through your journey in the agribusiness industry. Our headquarters is located at Dickard House, Ring Road, Ibadan. Contact details are displayed on the screen. Agriculture, our wealth.
Are you ready to sow a seed for a sustainable future? O.O.K. Farms Grow What You Eat initiative is a groundbreaking movement empowering young minds to cultivate a greener and healthier future. This isn't just an agricultural initiative. This is an education that goes beyond the classroom, providing a hands-on experience that fosters innovation and nurtures a profound connection to the world of agriculture. Join us on the 30th of September 2023, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the University of Ibadan International Conference Center as we flag off this revolutionary journey towards cultivating the future agriculturist. My name is Omolara Svensson.
Welcome and thanks for staying with OK Farms TV. It's about time we tell you more about the safe handling of chemicals on your farmland. All right, like I mentioned earlier, the very first thing I said is to read the label. I said you to use your protector. I said to follow the ratio. So another thing is for you to study the weather. It's important for you to study the weather because you cannot be protecting a child against cold when it's actually very sunny outside and your farmland, your crops are your babies. So you need to study the weather, be aware of the weather conditions too. Wind, rain, or extreme temperatures can affect how chemicals work and their safety. Imagine you keeping a chemical that strongly says not to be used or taken away from the sunlight. You're not exposing it in sunlight because it's sunny and then you decided to use this chemical. It could explode and you could actually be at risk. So make sure to study the weather. The weather that says, oh, do not use this when it's raining because the rain will probably wash it off your farmland and it will not be effective. And then you go spraying because you don't even know the do's and the don'ts. So it's very important for you to what? Study the weather. Another thing is disposing. So in some countries, when you want to dispose a thing, say wrappers, say bags, say containers, whatnot, okay, what it is and whatnot. If you want to dispose it, you can actually earn from disposing. But since we don't have that design in this part of the world, you need to, you know, a day at a time, we'll eventually get there. I know some persons will be like, what's the big deal disposing? It's very important, all right, for you to dispose very well, carefully, appropriately. It said that if you want a clean community, every one of us has got to sweep the courtyard, or is it the front yard, or just your environment. Okay, if you want a clean environment everywhere, when you wake up in the morning, you step out of your apartment and then you sweep it so you can, have a clean environment. So yeah, a person at a time, we can all make that difference. So do not forget about proper disposal. Empty chemical containers and chemical waste must be handled according to local regulations. Okay, so if you're saying that, oh, you don't care, You just might be harming the other person next to you. Imagine a chemical that is not supposed to be stepped on, and you're not disposing the chemicals well, the containers and whatnot. And then someone steps on this. Would you be glad? So yes, please dispose it properly. The sixth step is for you to prepare for emergencies. Just the same way we have first aid box in the office, at home, in the stores, make sure that you are prepared for emergencies beyond the steps of, properly taking care of yourself, taking care of the chemicals. You need to prepare for emergencies because life is a risk on its own. So, beyond the steps, it's very important to be prepared for emergencies. Keep high watch, stations and chemical spill kits handy. I wash, keep it handy, and wash, keep it handy, and make sure everyone on the farm knows exactly how to use them. Okay, is very important. So, some persons, when there's an emergency, maybe there's a hot water spill, they'll be like, oh, yeah, quickly add this, and everyone around them knows that. So, that's the same way you need to keep all of these things around you and make sure that you're not just the only person who is in the know. The last one that we're talking about is for you to seek advice. Very important. Whenever you have questions or doubts, ask around. Seek advice from agricultural experts or your local agricultural extension services. They're always there to assist you. They're always there to assist you. You say, oh, so I don't understand why this is my farmland and it is not germinating. I've used this chemical, it's not popping. Ask question. It's very important. All right, so that's it on the proper ways to handle the safe handling of agricultural chemicals today on Farmer's Guard. I trust that you have learned a thing, and I trust that you would always keep it locked on air. Just before we go, I really need to tell you about honey and our shea butter in case you are new to us and you don't even know what it is all about. We sell organic honey and we sell organic shea butter, very good for your skin. Do not go around buying adulterated honey. It's not going to work the same way an organic honey from O.O.K farms would work. So don't sleep on us. We sell gari, we sell fufu, we lease farmlands, we educate farmers. If you want to top up your ideas, holler at us because you can trust us. So yes, that's it. Thank you so much, Olumide, for assisting today as always. I'll catch you next week, God's grace, on another episode of Farmer's Guide. My name is Eniyan Fali. When you're stressed, call me Sakadeli. Peace out.
Are you ready to sow a seed for a sustainable future? O.O.K Farms Grow What You Eat initiative is a groundbreaking movement empowering young minds to cultivate a greener and healthier future. This isn't just an agricultural initiative. This is an education that goes beyond the classroom, providing a hands-on experience that fosters innovation and nurtures a profound connection to the world of agriculture. Join us on the 30th of September 2023, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the University of Ibadan International Conference Center as we flag off this revolutionary journey towards cultivating the future agriculturist. My name is Omolara Svensson.
So let's assume the presenter is talking and we want this ad to just play over it. You can just why this is going on.